Even though I'm engaged, are you still going to try to change my fate? Just when everything was starting to look up, some blonde guy had to show up and ruin it. Earlier, Rika brought the field trip permission slip to the male protagonist. It turned out he had been daydreaming in class and completely missed the announcement. Knowing he wasn't paying attention, Rika made a point to come and notify him personally. She even suggested he ask someone else to go with him. As the daughter of a hotel tycoon and a social media influencer, she explained that for security reasons, given the prevalence of kidnapping and extortion cases, it was better she didn't attend. However, the male protagonist said he wasn't going either, insisting that studying at home would be more meaningful than participating in a school event. Seeing right through him, Rika pointed out that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get closer to Sagawa. So the next day, he arrived early at the library to wait for Sagawa. Assuming the popular girl would have already found a partner, he was surprised when she agreed immediately after he asked. He wasn't the only one thrilled. Rika, eavesdropping outside the door, wore a triumphant smile. Unbeknownst to them, a blonde-haired guy was also listening in. With everything settled, the male protagonist happily filled out both their names. The thought of being paired with Sagawa made him so excited he started tapping the desk gleefully. His narcissistic side even led him to believe that Sagawa had been waiting for him to ask all along. The only thing left was to plan their itinerary for the day. When he saw their destination was Kamakura, he couldn't help but imagine the two of them strolling together like a couple. It felt just like a date. But Sagawa quickly brought him back to reality. Of course, we're going to collect shrine stamps, she stated bluntly, making it clear she had no interest in anything else. She even challenged him, saying she'd collect more stamps than he would. Seeing that he was still willing to compete with her, Sagawa smiled faintly, seemingly satisfied. Later, as they left school together, a heavy downpour began. The male protagonist, armed with an umbrella, started fantasizing again about sharing it with her, only to be met with the harsh truth of reality. Still, Sagawa agreed to walk with him to the station. During their conversation, she admitted she thought he wouldn't go if Rika wasn't attending. When he vehemently denied this, Sagawa finally relaxed and even laughed softly. Seizing what felt like a moment of intimacy, he mustered the courage to confess again. If I beat you on 10 more exams, will you reconsider then? But once again, Sagawa turned him down, citing her engagement and arrangement made by their parents, something neither of them could interfere with. Her words reminded him of his own engagement and made him feel like he had no chance with her. However, in a sudden turn of events, Sagawa mused, if one day I were to lose to someone, could my fate be changed? She then looked directly at him and said, Yumano-kun, why don't you try to change my fate? Returning home pumped full of adrenaline, he threw himself into his studies, shouting with determination. Just then, Rika walked in and showed him a picture of the blonde guy who, it turned out, was also in their group. Apparently, he was a fan of Rika's and had seen them in the library that morning. Assuming all three were a group, he had asked the teacher to add him. Not wanting him to third wheel, Rika decided to join the field trip as well. She was also excited to take some beautiful photos since it had been so long since she'd been on a trip like this. She was practically buzzing with childlike excitement.